meaningful goals or processes. I don't see any room for internal mobility, and there is a lack of career resources to support me. The best parts of my job are the pay and benefits. They're the only things keeping me from leaving, even though I've witnessed some unethical behavior. I'm afraid to advocate for what I want and need because I often get brushed aside or ignored. I've been having headaches, trouble sleeping, and challenges with focus. My confidence and self-worth are dwindling. People in my close circle have commented on a change in our relationship. I've been using unhealthy coping outlets to deal with stress. These are all signs that you may be working in an unhealthy environment. Toxic workplaces not only impact our emotions and well-being at work, they can interrupt every part of our lives. If many of these statements reflect how you feel frequently, take note. Alternatively, here are some statements that signal your work environment is healthy and you're on the right path. Time flies by at work, and not in an unproductive, I didn't get anything done way. I'm not just recognized by my boss and colleagues, I feel appreciated too. I am committed and willing to go the extra mile, and I can often do so without sacrificing my health and personal relationships. I experience belonging, achievement, purpose, creativity, and growth through learning. I know who to turn to when I need help with my work or when I have a problem that needs to be addressed. I have positive relationships with most of the people I work with, including my boss and peers. If these statements resonate with you, you're likely on a positive path forward at work and in your career. This is a good sign, but remember to check in with yourself frequently to monitor for any changes. 3. Evaluate your options. If you do feel that you're in a toxic work environment, know that you have options. First, you can address your concerns with your manager. What are some solutions you can bring to the table that are a win-win for you and the business? For instance, if your confidence is dwindling because of a lack of high-quality feedback, be upfront about how you'd like to be guided and at what frequency. There may also be room for you to make an internal move to a department that aligns more closely with your goals. Some people may not feel comfortable approaching their manager. In this case, try finding an ally or a trusted peer you can confide in. Look for people who share your values and who will back you up when you raise cultural concerns that are unique to your organization. There is strength in numbers, and there's no reason to handle this alone. Once you have enough people on your side, you may also consider going through your organization's HR department. A widely shared concern will be hard for them to ignore. Finally, if your work environment is causing you emotional distress, even when you're not at work, try talking to a professional with an outsider's perspective. This can help you better understand what you're feeling and discern logical next steps. In the worst-case scenario, leaving a toxic environment may be your best option, especially if you've exhausted the paths already mentioned. If the experiences you've had have lowered your self-worth, it might be hard to imagine another organization wanting to hire you. But try to remind yourself of what you bring to the table. Maybe you developed an idea at your current job that improved systems, operations, or policies. This shows that you're analytical, creative, and can turn thoughts into action. Or maybe you contributed to improving the company culture through boosting morale or championing well-being, which shows your high empathy. On that note, don't forget to be compassionate and kind to yourself as you go through the process of improving your situation at work. It can be soul-crushing to be in unfavorable surroundings when you've worked hard and made sacrifices to be on your path. But remember, there isn't anything wrong with you. When you're feeling overwhelming self-doubt, remind yourself that